Hey, welcome back. It's only been like 500 years or so, but now we're back. And today I'm gonna be grabbing my boring black wetsuit that everybody has out on the lineup and customizing it. I did some research, found this special paint. We're gonna go get it. I'm gonna put like the skeleton design on it. I'll show you guys in a second. And we're gonna see how good it looks if I mess it up, which I probably will. And I filmed this video like 3 months ago and the paint has stayed perfectly fine on the wetsuit. So no, it works. But now we're gonna jump back to the video from like 3 months ago and hope you all enjoy it. All right, so this is my wetsuit. It's just a normal Quicksilver black wetsuit. That is the problem with it. It's just a normal Quicksilver black wetsuit. When everybody's surfing, everybody's in black wetsuits and I like to be different. So I had the idea to turn this wetsuit into, this is my really crappy version of this. It's not gonna look this bad, but it's just gonna be like a skeleton design. I'm gonna do it on the front and the back. And I'm gonna go get the paints now and see how bad this ends up looking. Yes, I'm aware. My truck is filthy. Thank you. Dang it. I'm gonna cry, dude. So I was looking forever and I was on the wrong aisle. They have all these spray paints here. And this is what I'm gonna use right here. It's a little expensive, but it's gonna look cool, hopefully. It's ultra cover latex, so if this ends up working out, this is what I use. All right, so I'm back home and I was looking at this paint. It doesn't seem like it should work, but I watched this video and this guy tried a bunch of different paints. I'll leave it a link in the description if I remember to. And this was one of the best ones, so I'm gonna use this paint. Luckily I have this little thing of a wetsuit. This is the same material, it's just wetsuit, little square. And I'm gonna put this paint on this first to make sure it works, and we'll see, maybe it'll just flake off immediately, and then I'll have to figure out what plan B is. Wow, it's white. Alright, so here's that little wetsuit square. So I did 3 different coats, not in order. So this is a super light coat, this is like a medium coat, and then this is like a really heavy coat. I just want to see, like, get an idea of what the best thing to do on this would be, and also if it would even stay. So I've only given it like an hour and a half to dry, and this is what it looks like right now. Even the super thick coat, which was like crazy thick, is dry. So I did this because I was kind of worried that this would flake right off. This is a latex based paint, so I was wondering if it would actually stick or not. But basically how a wetsuit works is you have nylon on this side and then nylon on this side, and then in the middle you have like the rubber material that keeps you warm and keeps the water out. So all I need this paint to do is stick to the nylon, like the fabric on the outside. So I don't know how well you can see this, but on this fabric, this is where the paint is, and if I stretch it, you can see it's not gonna like flake off because it's connected to each fiber. So it's gonna stretch with the wetsuit and hopefully not come off super easily. That's why it looks like a fingerprint when I stretch it. So I'm gonna like run this under some water and scratch it some, but I'm pretty sure that this will hold up super well. You can see the super thin coat, you can barely see. This one looks pretty good, and then this one, that's just not it. So I'm going to do probably medium coats on it, maybe a little bit lighter than this, but I'm going to run this under some water and see if it comes off. Alright, so I ran this underwater for a while and then I like scraped the heck off of it with my nails, and this is what it ended up looking like. The thick paint is just way too thick and it'll like flake off. This paint is just on there because it's really light, and then this, you can see what it looks like. I like went crazy on this. And this is what it ended up looking like. This camera will not focus and it's driving me crazy. It like came off a little bit, but it's not that bad, so I think it's gonna be fine because I scraped this like a lot. The paint might end up having a little bit of wear, but it's not gonna be anything crazy. So now it's time to figure out exactly how I'm gonna do this and put it on that. So I was just about to start painting this, and then I realized that I don't have a brush, so I'm gonna go back to the store and get a brush, and then we'll paint. Alright, like forever later. Okay, so I was trying to figure out exactly how I'm going to do this. I'll show you this because you'll think this is funny probably. You can see it's going to look like this, professional, just not as many ribs. Yep, I'm really good at drawing. You don't have to say anything in the comments, don't worry, I already know. And yeah, that's going to go on that, and hopefully it doesn't look too bad. And if it does, I don't really care because this is supposed to be goofy, and I'm just having fun here. Alright, let's see how bad this goes. Alright, so I did the legs and this is where we're at. I think I might have messed that one up a little bit by doing it too far on the outside. But you know what? It's not horrible so far, so I'm not crying yet. Next up, I'm going to try to do the torso. That's probably where I'm going to mess this thing up. But right now, it's not too bad. Alright, so I don't know what I'm going to do on the back yet, but I finished the front. You guys ready to see it? Alright, boom, there it is. It actually turned out better than I thought. It was a little bit trickier to paint than I thought, but like I got the bone things kind of down. Now that's actually not wavy. Once you put it on, it'll be straight. But yeah, that's what I did for the rib cage. It's just really simple. And then that's what I did for the arms. I'm hoping it won't like distort it too much when I'm on the wetsuit, but nah, I'm happy with it. I think it looks cool. Yeah, it's goofy, but it's kind of messy. That's the kind of the style I was going for. I'm excited to put it on once it dries. You know what? It's not too bad, and this paint is really gonna stay on. Like I said, some guy tested it, and then I kind of messed with it today, and it is not gonna come off. It's gonna stay, and if you wanna do something kind of whack with your wetsuit, get some of that paint, because it's working pretty well. I'm pretty happy with it. So I'm either gonna put it on or paint the back, but I'm happy with it. All right, so I got tired of waiting for it to dry, so I went ahead and put it on, and I'm gonna show you what it looks like. All right, so I'm actually really happy with it, but this is what it looks like. Yeah, I'm really happy with it. I know it's a tight wetsuit, but so it's like, it's not perfect, that's for sure, but I really like it. It just is kind of messy, and it goes for the style I want. There's my full leg. And then I don't think I want to do anything on the back, just because I think it looks kind of just, I was gonna say modest, but nothing about this is modest. It just looks unique, and I'm super happy with it, but it's pretty cool. And if you're wondering, it hasn't dried very much, but this is kind of what it's looking like. And I don't want to scrape it too much, but like running my nails against it, it's not going to come off. It's pretty secure. I don't know, I'm kind of thinking it looks pretty cool, but I'm gonna have to surf with it on and stuff. It's not quite cold enough for a wetsuit yet, but I realized that I accidentally made myself a Halloween costume, which is pretty cool. So all in all, I think this went pretty well. I mean, I just literally just got a brush and bought like the $16 quart or whatever that was of paint, and the stuff stays on really well. And I'll do a video at like the end of the winter, kind of showing how it holds up, so check my channel for that if you're watching this in like a year. But I don't know, seems pretty great, and I'm really happy. I made my wetsuit unique compared to all the other black wetsuits out there, and I'm really happy with it. So hopefully you guys found this video helpful. If you did, maybe look at my channel. I might have something else you're interested in. I'm planning on making some goofy surf videos in the future. I really appreciate y'all watching, and I will see you in the next video that hopefully won't be in like a year and a half. So thank y'all. Peace out.